Hey everyone, I wanted to give you a tour of my studio, gallery, and workspace. We're in Boca Raton, Florida. And I've been at this space for about 7 years. So let's go check it out. It's a warehouse area in East Boca. We're east of FAU. We got some awesome neighbors next to us, Total Car Care. Come inside with me and I'll show you what we do here. So I actually also shoot commercial work, and the space behind me is mainly rented by this lady named Paula, and she shoots all types of maternity and also babies quite often. Not babies 2-year-olds, but babies. And we use the space for commercial work, sometimes for openings and galleries. And I'll walk you back into the main space. This is my gallery, where I essentially have all my work, some of Paula's outfits, which I was surprised. What's going on here? I thought you shoot photos. Anyway, so as you can see on the walls, these are mainly canvases and metals. That's what we produce here. We also ship out small prints all over the world and to a lot of retailers, which helps make my living, and a lot of you guys support it. Let's go upstairs first. This is kind of my office up here. So we got these stairs that we just climbed up from a brewery. I needed a way to get up top. This is my kids' collection of artwork when they were younger. Always reminds me of them. Including my son's first Jeep, who is a fabulous driver at 2 years old. Over here is my workstation. It's where I edit all the work that you see, as well as call home most days when I'm not out in the water. I also do stretching almost every day. 7 years ago I had back surgery, and that's critical that I can stretch every day. So this is my space. Of course, every office needs a hammock, and you should have one too. More stuff over here, boxes, travel bags. Come here, come check this out. This is a color classic Macintosh computer. So I use all Macs in here, and this is one of the originals from the 80s. And it still works just fine. So you can see from up here, gallery, so we're about 22-foot ceilings, and that's the gallery space, and the back is a shooting space that I'll walk you through to next. This is a pretty cool project I was involved in. This is a cereal box that was gave money back to the organization Sea Turtles. You can still get these. It's Nature's Path and Viro Kids cereal that's at Whole Foods and all different types of grocery stores. We have work from all over the place, all over the world. Most of it's in South Florida. We also have surfboards that we make with Surfboard Trading Company. This is actually, I like to just have some cool keepsakes. A lot of them have a lot of memories to me. This is a pinball machine from the 70s that my wife Christina grew up with, and my father-in-law let me bring it here. Another cool thing is I got a couple Emmys. This was the first one I got for a turtle's tail photographer, and then another one last year about the plastic film. We're all plastic people now, which is pretty important. Bunch of other awards too. Well, these are some of the surfboards up there. This is the break that I grew up with surfing, North Jetty in Venice, Florida. And that's one of my favorite places in Indonesia, Mentawai Islands, up there. These are available for sale, of course. Over there is also another board. That's the Mentawai Islands as well. And then you have various turtle pictures, manatees, waves throughout. These are the most common images that we sell, prints. So these are 5x7 and 8x10 size prints surrounding me. And these are all in biodegradable bags. I use less plastic. And so we ship these out all over the world. Can't forget this. This is a collection of cameras. Some of my first cameras. This was my first camera. This is a Canon EOS Rebel 2000, and I got this in 1999. And then go on to my first digital camera. This one right here is the EOS 10D. And that one is first camera that I got a lot of stuff published with. First underwater camera, which is the Canon Sure Shot. And then this is one of the first iPhone underwater housings that I have. This was for, I think, an iPhone 4, potentially. So, little guy. And the rest of these are kind of a graveyard. These are flooded, broken cameras. Unfortunately, succumbed to the elements of me abusing them. And then over here we have some old cameras. A lot of them are from family or also people that just donated them to the studio. It's pretty cool. This is some of the merchandise that we have. We have stickers, and I'll show you, go through the postcards. We have a whole line of ornaments, and of course our hat collection right now. And thanks to Red Bull for making me a super cool cooler. If you ever come by, you can get a Red Bull. I don't drink a lot of it, but some days you might have to have one to stay awake. Long days, especially in the summer when I'm getting up at 4 a.m. and trying to stay awake at about 5 p.m. editing photos. Let's come back to the back where we actually make all the prints. So back here we have a Canon Pro 4100 printer. This is an inkjet. It has 12 inks in it, and we print in these large sheets of paper, kind of like these rolls right here. All of my prints that you saw earlier are all on metallic paper. So they were all on Kodak, but Kodak recently discontinued the paper, so now we're using Epson metallic paper. We also print on canvas, as well as watercolor paper, and some other type of paper like semi-gloss Canon and matte Canon paper. This is my assistant's desk, Caroline. It's holding the camera. Thanks, Caroline. And she actually makes a lot of the prints here, and then I just sign them, so it makes my life easier. This is the area where we kind of make everything, so the prints come out of the printer right here, and they come over here and they dry on this table, and then we will cut them up into smaller prints, ready to be matted. And then over here, once they're ready to be matted, we pick out our mat, which is, these are all double matte, acid-free mats. And then you pick out a back as well, which is going to be one of these. So we'll put a mat down, and then we use acid-free tape to make the hinge, and then print something like this, which will actually go on a larger mat. It gets put onto here with double stick archival tape, and then once the print is made, then we use a biodegradable bag, kind of like this one. And this is not made of plastic. It's pretty awesome. They're not as durable, but much better for the environment. And then we'll pack it up and ship it, or take it to a retailer. We also ship out postcards to a lot of retailers, and many of you. So right now, 2025, this is what we have in stock. We have, how many postcards do we have, Caroline? Do you know?
I don't know.
Maybe 20-ish different varieties. Everything from sea turtles, there's a leatherback, to manatees. This is also our kitchen. So we have some kitchen supplies, fridge, my pizza warming oven, microwave, and some snacks. We always have gimme snacks on hand. These are really, really good. Just snack on a little bit of salt. A company that I've worked with for many years. They give back a lot to sea turtles. Little bathroom prep area, which is kind of nice to have. And then over here is where we make the canvas frames. So when we make canvases, I actually make the frames from scratch. So I will first, let me show you some raw material. So up there you can see there's wood planks. And so we actually create long pieces like this, and we cut them to size, to the right frame. And then we'll put them together with an air nailer gun. And then they come out. Like this. This is a 16 by 20, and then I'll wrap the frame to the canvas over in the wrapping area over there. So back here, we also shoot a lot of commercial work. So there's a couple backdrops, and there is all different lighting and props that we use for different shoots. Everything from headshots to also product shots. This is all our gear. These are all soft boxes, lots of tripods, all different types of backgrounds, light stands, and so on. This is also a travel kit that I take with me. And these are all, this is a moving prop. Also, when we shoot larger shoots, this wall moves back into the space behind you, and then we can shoot this whole length of the studio. Also, if you notice, there's bikes around the walls. And these are some of my bikes when I was younger. So this one right here was my first racing road bike, which is I think it's a 1997 Greg LeMond Zurich. And then you have over here, this is a bike that my grandma grew up riding. This is, I think, a 50s-ish Schwinn Hollywood that I refurbished when I was in high school. Over here is one of the first mountain bikes that I was acquired to me. I think that's made in 1982 in Nishiki. Mountain biking is a big part of my life, and cycling as well. And so those are some cool bikes. I also have some cool boards you probably saw. The rest of them are at home. And that's about it. Any questions about turtles, about ocean plastic, and so on. But I'm glad I was able to show you some of the studio. And follow my YouTube channel for more information about what I do and also all the activities and adventures I'm on.